Hey friends, welcome to another episode of Car Ride Conversations with Chronically Rye featuring me. I'm Rye, and if you're new here, yes, I'm not in my car. This is a long-standing title of a series that is really just me rambling to the internet. But there's a point behind this one, I promise. So, that hilarious intro. Your girl is trying desperately to learn how to live with her natural hair. It's obviously going really well. That's not the reason. Well, I mean, I'm gonna be messing with my hair and makeup while we talk, but that's not the whole point of this. The point of this is this week I posted something about wanting to bring back a previous video series. Never died, I just got into a relationship where that was not encouraged to talk about such things. So I'm not in that relationship anymore. Let's go. So I've been thinking about bringing back Dildos and Dislocations. If you don't know what I'm talking about, a good over 4 years ago, it's probably at least 5 years ago, 6 years ago. Oh God, so I was just divorced. Wow. I started a video series called Dildos and Dislocations, specifically about the intersection of disability and sexuality. It ran for a little while. I didn't make nearly as many videos as I feel like I did because it has just like lived on in infamy. But I feel like I'm really ready and at a spot to bring these videos back. Now, it's going to take some work, okay? Because I found the original Dildos and Dislocation sign. Got a little water damage. We got a little California sun damage. She has been with me for a good 6 years. She rode all the way across the country, back of my car, or possibly in a pod. I'm not sure. But anyway, she's been sitting in my window. She's got a little discolored. So project number 1 will be creating a new sign for Dildos and Dislocations. I'm really excited to bring this series back. If you're new here and you only know me perhaps as a disabled nurse or perhaps a dancer. I was like, what else do you guys know me as? How long have I been on you? But if you only know me from those perspectives, welcome. So before I was a nurse, I went to school to a 4-year school for my bachelor's degree, and I changed my major 18 gajillion times. ADHD. Could not decide what I wanted to do with my life, so I settled for a bachelor's degree in health studies, health sciences, with a concentration in public health / human sexuality. I grew up in a very, very, very open household when it came to sex. The older I get, the more I realize how true that really is. I love my family for that because at a time where my friends and I were Googling or asking Jeeves what a boner was on the internet because we grew up in the South and there was little to no cross-gender sex education, if there was sex education at all. I could go home to my parents and be like, Dad, what's a boner? And they would just tell me in appropriate terms, but I would get, a lot of scientific explanations. And so talking about sex is something that has always come very, very naturally to me, or any uncomfortable conversation, honestly. That's why I'm a nurse. But in college, when I was going through this degree and kind of like learning how to talk about sex education professionally and educating, my friends were all guys, shocker, for the most part. And we would have, I'd go over there for drinks. We'd be sitting outside and be chain smoking my Camel menthols. Don't y'all judge. It was a different time. And I would be sitting out there chain smoking, and they would come out like one at a one for what we would call porch talks with Mama Rye. And it was literally where my guy friends in their late teens, early 20s could ask questions that they never had anybody else that they felt comfortable asking questions about sex, sexuality, dating, gender, whatever it might have been, in a completely open space. And I loved that. Those guys are still some of my closest friends in the universe, and I would not doubt for a second if they called me right after this with a sex question, it would just be totally normal. But I thought that space is something that is still lacking, even today in our social media space. disabled people are getting to a point where they're definitely seen as people with knowledge and brains of their own and ambition and abilities, but putting a disabled person in a sexual light makes a lot of people uncomfortable. But there are a lot of disabled people who need that education, who need that space to openly talk about the intersection of living with a disability and being a normal, healthy sexual being. So that's what we do here, and that's what we're bringing back. If you are interested, if you have something that you would like discussed or a topic you would like brought up, yes, I will be bringing back a lot of the old standards, because we do need to redo an episode on touch starvation. We do need to do an episode on consent, all those fun things. But it's been a hot minute since I've asked you guys what you want to learn, and we've been through a lot together. So stay tuned. I'm really, really, really excited for this, and let's learn together, shall we?